Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Sunday night, August the 3rd. The main thing I want to know, is my microphone working? For those of you that were at my members live stream, it was an open house on Thursday night. It was great. We had a lot of people on. After my last guest, which was primary sponsor Jason Lim of Van City Experts, I took out my AirPods, but then for some reason it disabled my microphone. And even if I tried muting, unmuting, it didn't work. So for the last 5 minutes of the member stream, I didn't use sign language. I don't know how to sign. So I tried to call Gerald and get him to put me on speakerphone, but he couldn't use his phone because that's what he was watching the stream on. So basically, the last 5 minutes of the stream was silent, and I typed up everything, even my bad joke, on Google Docs, and I shared my screen. It was creative. It was innovative, but probably not the best not the best display of technical prowess I've ever done. So thanks to everyone who stuck with me on my member stream on Thursday night. If you were there, give yourselves a shout out, give yourselves a pat on the back in the chat, and thank you for sticking with me. We made it work. We always make it work. And that's the way we roll around here. We are as flexible as we can. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support. And once again, thanks for putting up with me on Thursday. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, Richmond, city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me with my new haircut, I think I got it. When did I get it? No, I definitely didn't have it during the member stream. I cut it Saturday morning. So yes, this is your first look at my brand new do, the same do I've had for the last 25 years, but it's brand new in terms of my latest haircut was just 36 hours ago. Yes. So thank you to all of you for watching, liking, subscribing. This is how you can get involved today. You can subscribe. You can get active in the chat section and get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that it's the weekend, like the fact that we are actually going to plan a CCC gathering, and we're going to start to do that tonight. Like the fact that I got a haircut, like the fact that it's Sean's birthday, it's Evander Kane's birthday, and like the fact that we are here building an awesome community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation like Swerve and Irvin just did. We will get to that in a second. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. So let's get going right away with Swerve and Irvin's donation. I know he loves the couch, but for one more show, we are going to use this one as much as we can. Who do you think you are? I am. So thank you, Swerve and Irvin, the six-time champion, for the $3 donation. He says, happy birthday, Sean, Emo, and Evander Kane. I did not know that it was Evander Kane's birthday yesterday. So yes, Sean and Evander share the same birthday of August 2nd. No, I'm not going to type out everything today. And I just found out I made Canucks Twitter today. Tell us how, Irvin. How did you make Canucks Twitter? Happy birthday, Simu. Yes. So I will talk very quickly about my weekend. Then we will get into this topic of mine. We're actually prepared actual banners for, and then we will see. Oh, Irvin just sent it to me by text. Let's see this. How? Oh, sweet. So Irvin, where was this? I see you in the background. Was this Pride Parade? Was this today? When was this? Yes. Awesome. I won't show it on the screen, but was that today? Anyways, thank you for sharing that with me, Swerve and Irvin. You're looking good. So here's my weekend, and then we are actually going to get to this topic. So make sure you answer the poll question. It was today. Great. Oh, by the way, who is our top fans right now on our fictional leaderboard? Well, Swerve and Irvin off to a huge lead. Oh, that's because, I'm sorry, he actually sent a donation at 7 o'clock even before the show started. And he says, let's go Cena. For those of you that watch SummerSlam, it was a great show. So here, I'll give you the window right here, Swerve and Irvin. So thank you to the 6-time champion for 2 donations, $3 before the show started and $3 at the start of the show. So he's at the top of our leaderboard with 600 experience points. Fangirl is second with 375, tied with Skytrain Alfred at 375. So that's our top 3 for today. Thank you for your generosity and for playing that game. Okay, so very quickly, my weekend, Friday night, it was August 1st, but we went out for dinner for Sean's birthday because he couldn't go out to dinner on Saturday night. So Friday night, although Kayla is out of town with some of her friends, so it was Gail, me, Sean, and then Sean's fiance, Cheska, and then Jacob and Jacob's girlfriend, Michelle. So it was the 6 of us. Went to the keg, really good. I had rib steak. It was massive, but it was good. Actually, Sean and I had rib steak and prime rib, and we split it half. Really, really good meal. Then came home and hung out a little bit, so that was fine. That was Friday night, and that was the day before Sean's birthday. Then, yesterday was Sean's actual birthday, but we celebrated my nephew's birthday. It's funny. His birthday is August 1st. His name is Paulo. Sean's birthday is August 2nd. Apparently, Vander Kane's birthday is August 2nd as well. But the funny thing is, when they were coming up with names for Apollo, they were joking around that they could have named him, the day before Sean, because August 1, August 2. So Deshaun, or Deshaun, but it sounds maybe like a different ethnicity. And then they were talking about Augustus Juan, like August 1, Augustus Juan, but they end up going with Paulo, which is still a nice name. And then, so we went to Paulo's birthday, helped out a little bit with the setup and especially the cleanup. And then Sean had a bunch of friends over last night. So Gail and I we ate some Japanese food with the family with Sean. And then Sean had a bunch of friends over. Gail and I were banished to the upstairs, but we wanted to hang out just in case. We don't trust them. Well, obviously we trust them, but I think it was good to be home just in case. And Gail and I ended up watching Happy Gilmore 2. I thought it was okay. I liked the nostalgic bits, but I didn't think the actual storyline was strong at all. But enough sight gags and stupid jokes where I enjoyed it. I reasonably enjoyed it. So that was yesterday. And then today, Gail and I went to church in the morning. Then we went to IKEA and we bought a bunch of stuff for Kayla's newly designed bedroom. We got to get it more study friendly for university. So we bought this massive wardrobe. And Gail and I spent 3 hours building it from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So I tell you, there's nothing that tests a marriage more than building furniture together. Even if it's simple IKEA furniture, that's what Gail and I did tonight. So that was a bit about my weekend. Now I want to turn it over to you. Well, at least get into our topic for the next 20 minutes. And then after the break, I want to get your feedback on a CCC gathering, which I am finally slowly moving towards. Okay, let's see this. What? Pastor Dan says, my youngest son's middle name is Deshaun. That is awesome. That's a sick name. That's awesome, Pastor Dan. That's really, really cool. Gerald says, nice haircut. Well, thank you. GLCPC, got to represent. What else we got here? So a lot of people are saying that they saw Irvin, which is awesome, in the video as well. Nice. Jelly Roll in the ring. Yeah, he didn't do much. He, aside from got beaten up yesterday. I saw Selena Chin walking beside the Finn Mobile. Nice. Hey, Natty. Nice to see you. Happy birthday, Sean. My niece's birthday is August 1st. Nice. And we celebrated on July 31st. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed you, Angus, but that's cool that you're up here. That's cool. Day Sean and Night Sean. Night Sean just doesn't have the same ring to it. I like the first hour of Happy Gilmore 2, but after that, not so much. That's fair. That's totally fair line change. Yeah, it was kind of weak, right? The storyline. I did not see any of the Sedines at IKEA today. I did watch the entire WWE Unreal documentary. It was pretty good. We're going to talk about that right now, Jay. IKEA's adult Lego. That is a good way of putting it. Our tandem depends on Demko's knee. Deshaun means God is gracious. Thank you, Pastor Dan. You are gracious, but God is indeed the Master of Grace for sure. All right. Hey, Doodle. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. No problem, Peter. Nice to see you. And I will pass along your greetings to Sean for sure. All right. I'll look at that picture in a bit. Okay. I'll look at it real quick right now. Oh, awesome. Very good. Thank you for passing that on. Yeah, awesome. Do you follow the Bandits? I do. You went to the game and bought. Yes, I saw you, Edmund. You got 30% off, right? That's great. I saw it on your Instagram. All right, let's get into. You guys can keep chatting with each other, but let's get into a vote in the poll question. I said, where do the Canucks goalie tandem fit in when it comes to the entire league? And right now, actually, let's end that poll right now and see what you said, and then I will get into some thoughts from here. So I said, where the Canucks fit? 11% of you said they're the best in the league. 52% of you said between second and fifth, so top 5. Another 26% said top 10. So that means 52 plus 26, 89% of you, 90% of you are saying they are top 10 tandem in the league. And then only 9% of you are saying outside of the top 10. So before I get into my rankings, and I would love to get your feedback as we go, I think a couple qualifications or nuances that we have to recognize, even presumptions, so to speak. I'm talking about 3 things I'm going to say. Number 1, I'm going on potential this season. So not what have they done in the past, not how good are they going to be in 5 years, not what's their salary cap efficiency. I'm just talking about this upcoming season, how well are Demko and Lankinen going to do in comparison to other goalie tandems in the league. Number 2, I'm presuming full health. Like it's so hard to say. You could make as many qualifications as you want, but I'm presuming full health for all these goalies. So if all these goalies are completely healthy, because it's too hard to predict injuries, right? Even for Demko. This is based on if all goalies for the entire league were healthy for the entire year, which obviously isn't the case, but it's what we got to do for an exercise like tonight. And number 3, I'm talking about tandem, not just which team has the best starting goaltender. I'm talking about tandem. So whether the split is 60 games to 22 or 50 to 32 or 45 to 37 or 41-41, I'm talking about tandem. So the fact how my rankings are based on how confident would I be in this tandem? How confident would I be in the starter playing 2 games and then 2 out of every 3, and then the backup playing every 3rd game? So that's kind of the 3 nuances I'll give you. Number 1, it's presuming full health for everyone. Number 2, it's presuming, like talking about both goaltenders, not just one. Of course, there's going to be some heavy leaning towards the starter, which would make sense. Number 3, I'm talking about this season. I'm not talking about what happened last year. I'm not talking about potential for the future. I'm talking about this season. All right. Okay. So, and the last thing I'll say, we keep hearing Patrick Alvin talking and Jim Rutherford, but Patrick Alvin likes to say that when healthy, we have the best goaltending tandem in the entire league. So I'm going to try and look at that statement right now and see if it's actually true. So I'm going to do it in 3 ways, and I'm going to go to you. I'm going to take about 5 minutes in each, and then go to you for your feedback. So I'm going to do it the Canucks vis-a-vis all 7 Canadian teams. Then obviously you're going to kind of know where I have them in comparison to like Winnipeg and Toronto, for instance. Then the Canucks in comparison to all 8 Pacific Division teams. And then I'll finally do a top 10 in the entire league. All right. So if you want right now, right before I start, for the next minute, I want you to put, where do you think the Canucks rank among the 7 Canadian teams in their goaltending tandem? Not what do you think I'm going to say, but more importantly, what do you think is, out of 1 through 7, what place would you put the Canucks goaltending tandem across Canada? 1 through 7, let me know. Goaltending tandem. Jay says 1. He puts them first. Carol says first. I need a number, an actual number, fangirl. 2 or 3. So Tyler says 3. I need a number, guys. So Fangirl, you said 2 or 3. We got to be specific. We only have 7 to choose from. Zal, same for you. Give me a number, 1 or 2. Peter says 1. Skytrain Alfred says 1. Coach Rob says third. Gerald, Vegas is not in Canada. Shannon says fourth. Coconut says fourth. Sarah says 3. Zal says 2. Skytrain says 1. Fangirl says 2. Let's talk. Remember that comment in about a minute. Irvin says 2. Line Chain says, is that a 1? J-Kid says 6. All right. So I'm going to break out to you my top goaltending tandems across Canada in reverse order. So here we go. Canadian teams. Number 7, I'm putting the Montreal Canadiens with Montembeault and Dobes. I don't even know what Dobes. I know Montembeault has got a lot of potential, and I know that he might even make Team Canada for the Olympics as goalie number 3. We'll see. But remember, we are going with how I think they're going to do this season. And I just don't think that they are much higher than 7. Number 6, I'm going to put the Edmonton Oilers. And you might say, well, Clay, this is seems kind of stupid because they made it to the Stanley Cup Finals the last 2 years. Yes, they have. But I don't put them ahead of any of the 5 tandems that I have ahead of them. So I have Edmonton at number 6. Oh, it's Dobish. Thank you, Alfred. It's Dobish. Thank you. Number 5 and 4, I had flip-flopping, but I have Calgary at number 5. Dustin Wolf, he's great last year as a rookie. He's going to be great. I don't know much about this Cooley guy. I don't think he's actually Devin Cooley, right? I don't think he's actually playing in the NHL yet. So as a tandem, that's not that great, but I still put them above Edmonton because I will take 50 to 60 games of Dustin Wolf. 4, maybe a little bit high for some of you, but I'll take the Senators with Allmark and Marilainen. I looked up Marilainen, Finnish goalie. You can tell just by, it looks like Lankinen. And I didn't know that he had some pretty awesome stats last year. Sure, he only played in 12 games, but he had like a 199 goals against and a 920 save percentage. Like, it was something crazy. So based on that alone, and I think Linus Allmark is a good goalie, and he scored on us when he was playing with Boston, and I was at that game. I'm going to put Ottawa at number 4. Yeah, no, I definitely not sleeping on Wolf at all, but I just don't know a lot about his backup, right? And remember, it's tandems, not starters. But yes, Wolf is going to be a great goalie for years to come. So number 3, I have the Toronto Maple Leafs, Stollers and Wall. I think they're good. I don't think they're great, but I think they're good. And I think they're going to give Toronto some good goaltending for years to come, including this season, which is what I'm basing it on. And I think they're finally, the Maple Leafs don't have to worry about who's in net. Oh, Cooley did play in the NHL. Thank you. Number 2, I do have the Vancouver Canucks with Thatcher Demko and Kevin Lankinen. And remember, this is based on full health for both of them, especially Thatcher Demko. And yeah, I think they're great. And I think Demko is Vezina caliber goaltender. I think Lankinen proved how good he was last year. And I think that number two is nothing to sneeze at across Canada. But I still, in my heart of hearts, can't put them ahead of the Winnipeg Jets. Because Connor Hellebuyck is the Vezina Trophy winner and the Hart winner, right? I said Demko can be nominated for Vezina. Hellebuyck has won the Vezina. Eric Comrie is no slouch. Yes, he's older. Yes, he's a bit of a journeyman, but he played very well for the Winnipeg Jets. So as a tandem, sure, Demko and Lankinen can be excellent, but Hellebuyck and Comrie are excellent. So here is my, yes, he does panic in the playoffs. I see that, Skytrain Alfred. But for me, I'm going with, I guess I didn't really qualify that, regular season versus playoffs. Doesn't matter. I'm going Montreal at 7, Edmonton at 6, Calgary at 5, Ottawa at 4, Toronto at 3, Vancouver at 2, and Winnipeg at number 1. All right, friends, let's do 2 minutes of your quick comments right now. Right now, Hellebuyck is a 2-time Vezina winner. Thank you for that. Giving respect where it's due. Well, and I do like Winnipeg. They're my second favorite team, but I still think, I take their goaltending over the Canucks goaltending. But it's so close, right? It's like splitting hairs. How would you stack those goalies individually, 1 through 14? Irvin, that's for another. Don't have that prepared. That would be for another day. I think I do go Hellebuyck, Demko, Wolf. I think as my top 3 in the division. Hellebuyck and Demko at the Olympics. Yeah, Ottinger, Swayman. There's about 4 of them battling for 3 spots. Yeah, the top 5. I go Hellebuck, Demko, Wolf, Hill, Allmark, maybe. Hellebuck's the wall in the regular season. Edmonton Tandem is bottom 5 in the league. Nay, bottom 3. By the way, Marcus, I thought I saw you at the basketball tournament last weekend called the Dolphin Classic in Richmond. Then I even heard someone else say, "Hey, Marcus." So I went and tapped him on the back thinking it was you. And it wasn't you. It was a different Marcus. Another good looking Marcus. I don't even know if you're in town right now, but just so you know, I was yearning to see you last weekend. Hill is really good. I agree. If Vancouver ran back Sheloves and Lankinen, how would you rate Vancouver? 5, 6, or 7. Maybe after Calgary. So yes, maybe 6. Only better than Edmonton, and maybe not even better than Edmonton. Like Lankinen's good, but Shelov's still unproven, right? Demko being healthy is such a game changer for the team. Obviously, other than Petey. Yep, that's true. That's true. We're behind the Jets. Hellebuck is a bit better than Timber. That's fair. I think so too. It's fair. I would have Canucks over Jets because as a tandem, Lanky's better than Comrie. Sure. So, but is Lankinen, is he much better than Comrie more than Hellebuck is better than Demko? Because if he makes up the gap, that's cool. That's cool. But you are back in town. Okay, cool. Good. Finally, where would you put the Canucks tandem if it was Demko Tolopil or Lankinen Tolopil? Lankinen Tolopil, I put at just ahead of Montreal. Demko Tolopil, I'd probably put 3rd or 4th, just because of the strength of Demko. Maybe 4th or 5th. No, our 3rd stringer is not confirmed, but that you don't need one. You just call them up when you need to, right? All right. So that is the Canadian teams list. So now we shift our thinking to the Pacific Division. So 8 teams in the Pacific, and I start at the bottom, number 8, the San Jose Sharks. Askarov has got a lot of potential. Nedeljkovic, I can barely say his name. He's bounced around the league a little bit. I do like Askarov a lot, but that's, he probably won't be helped by his team. Or they're going to get better, though, especially as SGA. But I'm going to put San Jose at number 8. Number 7, I'm going to put the Ducks. I know there's Dostal has got a lot of potential. They'd be a lot higher if they still had John Gibson, who's now playing in Detroit. Mrazek, just okay. So that I have the Anaheim Ducks at 7. At 6, I have our friends from the South, the Seattle Kraken with Decord and Grubauer. Both can be really good. Both can be really bad. So I don't think there are any. I debated between them and the Oilers at number 5, 6, but I have the Kraken at 6 because at least Skinner and Pickard have won a little bit. So I go Skinner and Pickard with the Oilers at number 5. So if this makes sense, my Oilers, Flames, and Canucks should still follow the same order, right? Why would they change inside the division from Canadian rankings? So Oilers, my lowest ranked Canadian team in the Pacific. So I got Oilers at 5. Then I have the Kings at 4 with Kemper and Anton Forsberg coming over from Ottawa, I guess. And I think Darcy Kemper is a good goalie. I always want to say Kempner, like Kempner Canucks, Darcy Kemper. Then 3, I have Dustin Wolf and Devin Cooley of the Flames. So I think they're still better than, I would take them over the Kemper Forsberg combination. That's why the Flames at 3. I have the Vegas Golden Knights at 2 because I think Aiden Hill is good. I think Samsonov is a free agent now, so he's gone. But they have Akira Schmid, who I think can be good as well. But a kind of young goaltender has bounced around a lot, actually, as a younger goaltender. And therefore, I have the Canucks at number 1, which is very, very similar. Actually, it is exactly the same as Gerald's, actually. So there is my ranking of the division, the Pacific Division. Sharks at 8, Ducks at 7, Kraken at 6, Oilers 5, Kings 4, Flames 3, Golden Knights 2, and our Vancouver Canucks have the potential this year to be the best team, best goaltending tandem in the Pacific Division. All right. Let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this group. Samsonov is a free agent now, Alfred. Line change. Who is the backup? Who did I say? Whoever I had it on my banner, because I looked it up. Vegas. Oh, yeah. Akira Schmid. Yeah, Samsonov is now a free agent. Dostal is very underrated, very much so. Edmonton deserves bottom 2. Okay, so you'd put Anaheim a little bit higher, Marcus, and put Edmonton in your bottom. That's fair. They keep getting the cup. I know it's not because of their goaltending. Dostal is good. I've had him and dropped him so many times in my fantasy league, which is a salary cap league. So you need young goaltenders to hit. But yeah, we'll see. That team's still not very good. And I did like Anaheim's combo a lot better when it was Gibson with Dostal. Dostal. Yeah. So Gerald, if you put the Kings before Edmonton, then we have the exact same list actually. Hey, Connor. Yeah, yes, I guess I had Oilers at number 5 in the division. So another person who thinks I ranked them too high, that is totally cool. Yeah, he is a free agent indeed. Yeah, I haven't watched Murray DeBrusque, the whole interview yet, but I'm looking forward to it. You'd have Canucks over Vegas. Yeah, if Samsonov's not the backup, that's fair. All right, any other thoughts? I feel Anaheim might run a combo of 3 with Dostal, Husso, and Mrazek. Oh yeah, that Ville Husso's there now, right? Got traded for in the John Gibson trade, I presume, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so I know the one you're all waiting for. Tell me before I type. I forgot to type this. I forgot to give you a chance to type this out for the Pacific Division. Where would you rank the Canucks in the top 10? So you already know I won't have them number 1 because I have Winnipeg ahead of them. But that's just me. Where would you put the Canucks in the top 10? Where would you put the Canucks in the top 10? Sorry, I should have said, where would you put them in the league? I presume it's somewhere in the top 10, though. Here we go. Where... Oh, thank you, Tyler. Tyler says number 5. All right. Sarah says 4. Okay. No, not conference, Irvin. Entire league. We're not going to go Western Conference. That's too, we're going to go entire league. Connor puts him at number 9. Fangirl at 3. Natty at 4. Tyler says at 3 or 4. Give me a number, Tyler. Give me a number. Shannon says 8. Okay. So everyone is saying top 10. Coach Rob says 7. Edmonton says 4. Marcus, not convinced. Has them in the top half of the league, but way down at number 12. Gerald likes the Canucks at 1 if Demmer's healthy. Alfred, number 4 in the league. Ahead of Ottinger and DeSmith for sure. Interesting you mentioned that, Pete. I'll get back to that in a second. Peter says 6. Irvin says 5 or 6. All right. Here is my list of the top 10 goaltending tandems in the entire NHL. Then what I'm going to do is, I'll get your feedback before I do my Mitchell sponsor read. So I have a tie for number 10. So it's my cheating way of getting 11 teams in the top 10. So I have a tie between the Islanders with Sorokin and Rittich. Remember, and I think Varlamov is still there as well. But I think if this was 1 or 2 years ago, some people were saying this is a top five combo in the league. I still think they're top 10, but just barely. I'm not convinced that they're top 5. And maybe it's because their team isn't that, what is it? It's chicken and egg, right? Is it their team isn't that good because the goaltending wasn't great, or is the goaltending not great because the team's not good, right? So that's a tricky thing. And I have them tied with the Toronto Maple Leafs at number 10. Who don't get all mad. I do think Stollers and Wall will give them great, solid goaltending for this year, and that's all you can ask for. So I have a tie at 10. I got Islanders and the Maple Leafs. Interesting. Swervin Irvin, remember this in about 2 minutes. Shesterkin, Bobrovsky, and Vasilevsky all above the Canucks. All right, here we go. Number 9, I have the Washington Capitals. I love Logan Thompson. I think he's good. And I like Charlie Lindgren a lot. He's on a decent contract. So I do like the goaltending that the Washington Capitals has. So I got them as at number 9. This might be a surprise to you. I have the St. Louis Blues at number 8. I still think Jordan Binnington is good, as much as I hate him. I think he's a good goaltender. And this Hofer guy always plays really good, Joel Hofer, against the Vancouver Canucks for some reason. So this might be a little bit of a stretch, maybe, but I still think they're top 10 goaltending in the league. That's the St. Louis Blues. Number 7, I'm going to put the Carolina Hurricanes, even though they never get past a couple rounds. Frederick Anderson, I still think is a good goaltender. And Kochetkov, I think he's got a lot of potential. And remember, I'm not just basing it on potential. I'm talking about this season. I think he can do the job. So I do have the Hurricanes at 7. Now it gets interesting. Number 6, I have the Dallas Stars at Ottinger and DeSmith. Probably would have had these guys a little bit higher if Ottinger didn't flame out in the playoffs. And DeSmith, I liked him when he was here. Obviously, you haven't seen the Vancouver Canucks on this list, so I still think Lankinen can be better. And Lankinen and Demko can be better than Ottinger and DeSmith, although I find them very similar, and that's why I have the Canucks at number 5. So I have the Stars at 6 with Ottinger and DeSmith. I have the Canucks at 5 with Demko and Lankinen, and we've talked about all of those things. Number 4, maybe I know it's Bobrovsky. I thought it was Daniel Tarasov. That's the backup. It's not. I know it's not Spencer Knight anymore. He's gone. Someone else. I think Alfred put a different guy's name though. But I looked up Daily Faceoff, and they have Tarasov listed as the backup. Regardless, Bobrovsky's going to play a lion's share of the games. I think this is a situation where the team might make the goalies look a little bit better. It is Bob and Tarasov. Okay, so I'm going to put them at number 4. At 3, I am going to go the Tampa Bay Lightning with Vasilevsky and Johansson. I don't know nothing about Johansson aside from that he plays for the Tampa Bay Lightning. But when you have a good player, a goaltender as elite as Vasilevsky, kind of doesn't matter who your backup is. I guess that flies in the face of what I've been saying. That it's a tandem. I'm not just ranking starting goaltenders, but I do like Tampa's goaltending for sure. At number 2, here's an example of their team sucked last year, but I still think their goaltending is great. Shesterkin and Quick. Quick's getting up there, but he's still solid. And that's what I mean when Irvin said these are the exact same 3 guys that he talked about. Bobrovsky, Vasilevsky, and Shesterkin. So I do have the Rangers at number 2. And then number 1, surprise, surprise, I do have the Winnipeg Jets with MVP, the reigning Hart and Vezina winner, Connor Hellebuyck, and Eric Comrie, who I said has been fine as a backup for Winnipeg. So once again, the entire NHL, I have a 2-way tie for 10th. The Islanders and the Maple Leafs. Then I have Washington at 9, St. Louis at 8, Carolina at 7, Dallas at 6, Vancouver at 5, Florida at 4, Tampa Bay at 3, New York Rangers at 2, and the Winnipeg Jets at number 1. All right, let's do 3 minutes of your reaction to that. Then I'll do Mitchell's sponsor read, and then we'll continue this conversation. I swear I thought Johansson's career would be over after the game where he allowed 10. That's crazy. Simon would put Canucks at number 5 as well. This is a show me league. Why? What did you say? I didn't see what you said earlier than that. Connor says Hofer should be the number 1 in St. Louis. Hey, Tyler Anderson is good when he's healthy. Similar to Demko, I put Demko higher than him. That's fair. Yep, for sure. I'd put Montreal in the top 10 if they had a prime carry. Well, yeah, Fanger, we can say that about any team. Like Minnesota would be a lot higher. Gustafsson if Marc-Andre Fleury wasn't retiring. Detroit's interesting because they got John Gibson now. But Colorado? I was kind of debating with Wedgwood and Blackwood. So there's some teams I definitely thought about for sure. Lankinen is finished, but his first name is Kevin. Yes, it's not like a Yuri or Euro or UC. I hear what you're saying. To think Bruins had an unstoppable tandem and then they broke it all up. Yes, they had Swayman and Allmark, right? That was crazy. What a tandem, indeed. It was versus Montreal, too, the year the Habs finished dead last. He led in 10? That's crazy. Skytrain Alfred, you like the top 10? Okay, that's fair. Thank you. Oh, that's why you put the other goal. That makes sense. All right, 1 more minute of your thoughts, and then I will go to my Mitchell sponsor read, and we'll talk about some other things. Anything else? Any reaction to... So I have the Canucks at 5. I have them as a top 5 goaltending tandem in the entire league. When you hear that, just regardless of who I've ranked ahead of them, who I ranked behind them, when you hear it, Canucks top 5, our top 10s are practically identical. Okay, good. That means, well, you're a smart guy, Tyler, so that makes me feel good. That's awesome. All right, let's go to my Mitchell sponsor read, and then we'll talk about this a bit more, and we'll also talk about... my meetup. I want to get some of your feedback for sure. So I always start off by thanking my primary sponsor, and that's Jason Lim of Van City Experts, who graced us with his presence on the members live stream on Thursday night. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, Their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the Greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsors, Coach Patrick Lou, weight loss coach. Check him out at coachpatricklou.com/clay and receive a free 5-day workout when you do so. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, creator of this amazing artwork that you see behind me. You can check him out at gassyjackart.com. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Thank you for helping me out that way. Ways that you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel. You can like the video. You can leave a donation. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. I forgot to make a banner for this, but my shows this week are going to be Tuesday, Thursday. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday seems to be a good rotation throughout the off season. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. No member streams, all regular streams this week. Then looking at the leaderboard, want to see who's at the top of the leaderboard right now. It is still Swervin Irvin at 600, Fangio at 450, and then Alfred at 375. So Swervin Irvin in the lead right now based on his 2 donations from earlier tonight. Okay, let's go Chat GPT. 1 to 5, Winnipeg, Toronto. What? New York, Florida, and Carolina. Okay, so I had Winnipeg 1, I had Rangers 2, I had Florida 4, and I had Carolina 7. So I guess I'm not that bad. Pastor Dan, can you check and see where they have Vancouver? Did you ask for top 5 or did you ask for the entire list? But let me know. Let me know. Crad is here. Hey, Crad. Imagine Denver being healthy and wins 25, Lankinen wins 20. Then they'd be first. Jennings winners. Nice. Yeah, DeSmith is good. Meetup talk. Yes, finally. I bet you if Florida and Edmonton swap goalies, the Panthers would still have won. Awesome. Great schedule. Well, it's easy to remember. Every second night. If Kevin Lankinen is considered a backup goalie, which backups rank ahead of him? Yeah, I think that's a good question for another show. I'd have to do some research. Not many, that's for sure. Considering that some people were angling for him to be the starter even. Following week, we'll figure that out. I know you have vested interest in that week, Tyler. I asked ChatGPT too, and they put the Canucks at 3 with Demko and Varlamov as the tandem. Okay, I don't trust whatever prompt you use then, let's talk, to be honest with you. I don't think many backups would rank higher than Lankinen. I agree with you, Tyler. ChatGPT ranks Vancouver in the 7 to 10 range for the 2025. Oh, they just put them all they didn't actually give a number? Okay, that's interesting, Pastor Jan. That's not too far off then. Lankinen is a 1B. That is fair. That is fair. All right. 7 isn't bad at all. So I am going to plan a meetup for August. We are going to do this. And I put actually a poll question on my channel. And I said there, which of the following would you prefer? So we had a beach day on a weekend, had 40%. We had picnic in the park on a weekend, had 33%. And we had bowling on a weeknight, 27%. So I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions, and it's not binding, but it will help me kind of get a gauge of what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. And I'll get to some of your questions in a sec for sure. But, I want to give away 5 memberships because it is the first Sunday of the month. That's what I forgot to do. So Canuck Clay is going to give away 5. Well, wait a sec. How come I can't? Where's my $sign? Usually, there it is. Membership gifting. I have 10 to give away. Send 5 now. All right. Had to plug in my secondary laptop before it went haywire. So shout out to Canuck Clay for gifting 5 memberships. I'm going to give myself the bowling one as well because it's my favorite drop because it's so new. So thank you. Welcome to franchise membership, Pastor Dan, Marcus, Lanky, Mike, and Taryn. Glad that you guys are all part of franchise membership. Glad to have you as franchise members for at least the next month, hopefully longer. Okay, so non-binding. I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. The first one is, for a get-together, should I ask what we're going to do first? No. I'll ask this. What would you prefer for... So this is all about CCC gathering, a summer gathering. Prefer for the CCC gathering. And weekday doesn't count because I work during the weekday. So it's either a weekday night, Monday to Thursday. By the way, everyone on my member stream saw how slowly I typed when I had to do everything by then. Weekend day, Saturday or Sunday, or weekend night, Friday or Saturday. Okay. So do me a favor, you guys, vote in that poll really quick for the next 3 or 4 minutes. It says, what's your preference for a CCC get-together? A weekday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, or Thursday night. A weekend day, Saturday or Sunday, or a weekend night, Friday or Saturday night. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's go back now. And then some of you guys were saying, yeah, thank you, Simon. I just didn't want to do top 10. I wanted to kind of break it down into ways that we kind of can think of the way that we might group teams. So I did Canada, I did division, and then I did the league. How confident are you in Demko saying he's ready to go, getting healthier? But that's the problem. He's been having trouble staying healthy. Peter, maybe you might call it blind optimism. I'm very confident that Demko is going to be healthy this year. I just have a feeling. Well, maybe because I want it so badly. I want to manifest it so badly, but I'm confident that he's going to be healthy this year. With Jari and Steelovs working together, Penguins might jump a few places. Yeah, from what, like 29th to 26th? 7 is fair. Feels on how Demko feels. When was the poll for these events? Oh, I just put that up on my community tab today, but it's not binding. It's not binding. Jari hasn't been good the last few years. Clay hype. Thank you so much here. What's so much here? You're welcome, brothers. No, Irvin, I did not figure out my technical glitch. I've plugged in and unplugged AirPods before, but I definitely rewatched, and it was not before. It was the moment I took out my AirPods. For whatever reason, this mic cut out, and I couldn't reattach it. Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. Thank you, Shannon. All returning members, welcome back. Are they all? Every single one? How can you tell? I aside from recognizing the names. If we could do bowling, I'll do the who do you think you are? You can only do that if you get a strike, though, Tyler. But I'm sure you will. CCC gathering should be a group mukbang with all you can eat. It could be the most disgusting mukbang in history. If I lived on the North Shore, I would join. No, where do you live right now, Tyler? I asked ChatGPT to rank Clay in Canuck podcasters, and it said Clay's top 2, and he's not number 2. Well, thank you. You can even tell me that I'm number 2, and then I'd be remotely jealous of whoever number 1 is. You might call this very egotistical. I have typed in my name in ChatGPT just to see what it says about me, about my reputation, blah, blah, blah. It was very complimentary, and apparently it takes these things from the internet, so whatever. But yeah, it was nice, and it also gave me some taglines for like future like promo stuff. Calm amidst the chaos is one of them. I have a giveaway idea. How about a box of hockey cards? That's not a bad idea. You're in Nelson right now. Gotcha. Okay, let's end this poll. Remember, these are just supposed to be quick kind of indicators of what you guys like. Oh, all the people had badges already. How do you see that? Like on my side, I don't see that they had badges already. I see when they talk, they do, like Daniel, Mike, and I recognize Marcus, but I don't see on my side, I don't see the fact that they have badges until they say something. Is there another way? But thank you. Yeah, Simon, I will plan it for, yeah, I keep accessibility in mind as well, but I can't, yes, I would just try to make the best plans for everyone. So tonight, I don't know if I'm going to settle anything, but I definitely want your feedback. We should ask ChatGPT to create a novel dad joke each show. That's true, actually. Okay, so pretty close. 42% of you are saying a weekday night, Monday to Thursday. 36% of you are saying a weekend day, Saturday, Sunday, and only 21% of you are saying a weekend night. Now, granted, there's only 19 votes, even though there's 160 people on here, 50 on YouTube, another 110 on X. So 19 votes, maybe not the most representative representative sample, but at least it is a sample. So independent of timing, I will ask it here. I'm going to give you 4 options. What would you prefer as the CCC gathering? And I'm going to put 4 on there and tell me what you think. Bowling night, day at the park, day at the beach, or night, or dinner meal at a resto. So I want to get more than 19 votes. So if you have a voice and you might actually come to this thing. And then my actual question my last question is would you actually come to something if I organized it? So that's the other thing. All right, let's see what else we got here. It shows the badge for community of the month. Yes. So Irvin, I agree. What I was saying is when it lists the 5 people I gave memberships to, like Pastor Dan and Marcus, I didn't see a badge there. But then when they actually type something and leave a comment, then I see the cumulative, the badge, whether it's 2 or 4 or whatever. So having said that, is that what you're saying, Irvin, that it shows the cumulative months badge, but only if they type something? Or can you actually see it without them typing something? That was actually my question. So Irvin, if you can answer that for me, that would be huge. With the great, yeah, no, it's Tyler for you is honestly, I'm not worth it. Don't come down from Nelson just for one gathering. It shows the badges on how many months when they got memberships from you. Oh, yeah. How come I didn't see that? Mine just lists their names. Daniel, Marcus, Lanky, Mike, and Taryn. On mine, it doesn't show their months. That's weird. Yeah. Maybe because it's my own feed. Maybe if I watched it on someone else's feed, it would show. ChatGPT says Clay's Canucks commentary strengths are frequent, authentic, community-oriented. I will take the community-oriented. That's great. Thank you, Pastor Dan, for looking that up. Thank you for feeding my ego. Not that it needs much feeding. A meetup would have to be transit-friendly? Absolutely. Can ChatGPT do Canucks lines? Someone should try. Told ChatGPT to roast the Oilers tandem. The Oilers goalie tandem is like using a paper towel to stop a flood. Soaked in seconds, flailing wildly, and somehow making the disaster even worse. That's amazing. I actually have asked ChatGPT to roast the other 6 Canadian teams before. It was pretty funny. Transit would be good. I hear ya. I'm flexible. Anything but weekday day. Yeah, no, I wouldn't choose that one, Servitor, because I got to work. The bowling alley bowls at Skytrain or Bus. It is. I don't know if it's the best, but it is. Yes, Simon, I'm aware you don't drive, but I can't base it, though, on individual preferences, though. That's what I'm saying, Simon. But I respect everyone has different situations. Not everyone has a car. I get that, and I will keep that in mind for sure. Mud wrestling tournaments. Only if I'm the referee and not one of the actual wrestlers. Yeah, no, thank you, Michael. That's not worth it to come $60. That's not worth it. Not for me. Mud wrestling. Whatever is closest to the airport. Uh-oh. You're not going to come in just for this, are you? Splitsville is accessible by bus. Yes. Yeah, no, we can combine. We can go bowling and then meal or vice versa. There is a pub right there. That's where I've done one of my meetups before. I would save restaurant night if we have a meetup during a season or playoff game. That's a great point. I didn't do one this season, but I've had meetups before. And that's actually a really good point. Usually I do the meetup on an away game as well. You know, I think we should, you're right. We could save the meal for the season. That's a really good point. And then take advantage of the nice weather, right? I'm sure everyone will come if they're in Vancouver. I got a response from several of the members already. Oh, Gerald canvassing. Ah, thank you. You're on the mobile app. Thank you, Irvin. I suck at bowling. We can change that. Well, maybe not in one night. Tyler's in. What, you guys playing something without me? Just kidding. Hey, everyone, Shannon, fangirl, love you guys. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I would say as a friend to you, as much as I'd love to see you guys, I'm not sure if it makes sense, unless you're going to be here in Vancouver for other business. I just want you to be good stewards of your money. That's all I'm saying. I would never say don't come, but I would say make sure it makes sense and you have the funds to do so, and it's worth it. I'm trying to be as honest as I can, for sure. Swerve voted for restaurant. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and if we end up doing bowling, we will have Elfram provide transit recommendations for everyone. Thank you, Gerald. Appreciate that. I'm going to look at it right now. I'm really curious, actually. Oh, yeah. On the mobile, it does show 212. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Down for the meal bowling. All right. All right. Favorite athlete named Clay, Keller, Thompson, or Matthews? I'll go in order: Thompson, Keller, then Matthews. Although Clayton Keller would probably, as his career keeps going, I think he will surpass Thompson in my mind. By the way, it was really interesting that the year that Barzell, Besser, and Keller were up for Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, it was kind of interesting. They're all weirdly connected to me. Maybe there's a bit of a stretch, but Brock Besser was obviously playing for the Canucks, so that's a connection to me. Clayton Keller shared my first name, so that was a connection to me. And Matt Barzell is from this area, which is a connection to many people, not just me. But I felt like a tiny connection to all three nominees, which is pretty cool. Meet up at Greta. Isn't that where Canucks Army does their things, though? Yeah, that's cool. No, I'll let them keep that as their place. Yeah, Grit. Oh, Grit. You can get a deal at Greta. That's awesome. Clayton Kershaw. Restaurant would be better to do for a meetup. Yes and no. Yeah, I was going to give my pros and cons. Bowling would be fun just because it's something different. Maybe I could bring in Jake and Sean and Kayla. They could show off a little bit. But it can get pricey. I'm not sure if I'm going to pay for everyone just yet. And it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's fun. Restaurant, everyone can eat. Everyone can buy, pay, and buy whatever they want. That's fine. But you end up only talking to the people that are sitting around you, though. Because it's not like I don't want to be holding court and trying to talk to 20 people at the same time. It's just not a good experience for everyone. You end up talking to people and there's not a lot of milling around. So yes, it's comfortable, it's controlled, and you get to eat. But I'm not sure if it's the most conducive for meeting people. Then a day at the beach or at the park, that's kind of chill, right? I can just say, meet me at Jericho Beach, or meet me at Kitts Beach, or meet me at Spanish Banks. And then we could make it complicated and do like food and drink and barbecue, blah, blah. Or we make it simple. Just bring your own food, bring your own drink. And then we set up a spike ball or volleyball or whatever it may be. So I think the park and the beach are less formal, easiest to gather people, but then you're weather dependent. Bowling, you're not weather dependent. It's fun. It's creative, a little bit pricey, not brutal, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. And then a meal is probably the most controlled, but it's the least conducive to restaurants. So yeah, I mean to socializing. So all the options have their pros and cons for sure. Gerald says if we do bowling, he'll act as Uber driver. That's very nice of you. Bowling alley is decent food. Yeah, it's good food. It's good. Yeah. Hey, Harry, welcome. Oh, shoot. Harry, I was supposed to have you on tonight. Whoops. Okay, we're going to have to... and then I didn't get you on members. Harry, I'll talk to you before Tuesday, for sure. I'll talk to you for sure. I'd have to fly down How can you say it's too last minute, fangirl? I haven't even set the date yet. Just say it might be expensive, but don't not you're blaming me. Don't say it's too last minute because I haven't said it yet. If it was tomorrow, it'd be too last minute. But I'm looking at end of August. I have a couple of dates in mind, but not for sure. I'm just teasing you, but it can't be too last minute because, like I said, I haven't set the day. Walk on the ferry, it's $20. Oh, that's not bad. It's not called Lucky 9 anymore, Harry. It's called Splitsville. They changed the name a couple of years ago. Oh, Chat GPT is Dakota Joshua on the third line. Hello, Crad. Nice to see you. An escape room with this group of people, I don't know how well we do. Restaurants can be chaotic. Is the CCC meetup this month or next month? We're talking about that right now, Harry. We're talking about that right now. I'm trying to get feedback from people, and then I'm going to propose some dates, I think, within the next few shows. Take advantage of the good weather. Yeah, one part of me says do something outside now because technically we could do the bowling in the restaurant anytime, and the restaurant might lend itself better to during the season, during a game. Scavenger hunt. There's an idea. Last person to escape loses their membership. First person to escape gets a new membership. Yeah, there's a Yale Town in Vancouver. It's downtown. Consider a game of pool. I like pool. I don't know if I do it for a members thing, though. I mean, sorry, not a members thing. I don't know if I do it for a meetup. Group camping. That's actually very creative, Shannon. I'm not sure if that's everyone's cup of tea as well. Yep. No, I could definitely. I've thought about if I could sponsor the whole thing or cover some of it if we go bowling. Tyler's not up for an escape room. I'm terrible with escape rooms. Harry, you got to come earlier. We talked about this too. Yes. I know I didn't do one last season, but I plan to do one this season. No, it's not too soon. It's just that I covered it already. Shannon would be tough for escape room as well. Start the bowling in a restaurant. And so I ended this poll, and on this poll here on X, we had 46% bowling night, 38% meet at a restaurant. Oh, interesting. So there's not a lot of energy here around a day at the park or a day at the beach, but on YouTube, on my community tab, it was the opposite. Beach day and picnic went ahead of bowling. I have an idea. And no, this is not an option. I don't want any of you knowing where I live. I'm just kidding. I don't want some of you to know where I live. But I won't say who. But if you donate $50, I will tell you who. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Crad. No, Harry. Again, no. Just say no. I could see us doing an outdoor thing in August, a bowling meetup during preseason, and then a meetup during the regular season. Maybe that's what we do, friends. How's that? That way people can come to all three, or they can come to whatever they want. Yeah. Off season, a day at the park, not the beach. I think the park is easier. Preseason, some sort of bowling night. Regular season, watch party. All right. I think I'm onto something. Neil, thank you for watching from the Philippines. Nice to see you, Neil. And thanks for your messages. All right. I have some stuff to think about. I will come to Tuesday's stream with some dates. I will say this though. If we do okay, one last question. This will help me, you guys. Please answer this. And answer it if you are seriously thinking about coming. It doesn't matter because I was going to say I don't want to leave anyone out. So if the summer CCC gathering is a day at the park, would you prefer Saturday or Sunday? And I'm also going to give you a doesn't matter option, because if it truly doesn't matter to you, if the majority of you say no preference, then I won't have to be so pressured in picking the right day. So for the last 2 minutes, can you guys please all take a second to vote on this? If the summer CCC gathering is a day at the park, would you prefer Saturday or Sunday? And I'm kind of arbitrarily saying it's day at the park because I think it's the easiest to do. I want to take advantage of the weather. Hopefully it's good. And then, because we can do bowling anytime, and we can definitely do a Canucks watch party when the season starts. So could you please take a minute just to vote Saturday, Sunday, or no preference? That would help me for sure. If we do a meetup for the regular season, we'll be at Splitsville or Boston Pizza. Have not decided yet, Harry. People like the idea. That's good. Hey, Justin, which games are you intending to go to this year? Most of them between your packages. I'm drafting games as we speak. And so far, my first 3 picks have the Leafs, home opener. Wow. I have not made those decisions yet, Justin. I think I'm going to be meeting with Jason, Sean, and everyone, my season ticket partner, Mike, everyone involved in the next week or 2. Democratic opinion. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I just got a mess. I won't say, okay. I may have an option for a location already. Might sell the Leafs games though. How you doing, Patrick? He's fine, Peter. He misses you, he said. Penticton meetup. There's an option. Have a meetup where the Canucks have a wake. Yes, Selena, you may be too busy trying to find who saw you on social media today. I had mentioned that already, that the the meetups are going to be for an away game just because it's too unpredictable which games I'll be going to at home. So when you do a meetup, how do you think you want to do it? Simon, that's what I've been spending the last half an hour trying to figure out. I'm trying to get a bunch of opinions and then I'll make a decision for sure. We go to a Canucks game on Clay's credit card. Yes, I will deactivate that credit card just before the game starts for sure. Krads and Kelowna. A pickup pop game? Yeah, I consider that. Gerald, I'm not getting into, I don't know. I think now we're getting way too specific. I'm trying to get, I know you'll say, but it helps me vote. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get a general sense for sure. Harry, you can wear whatever you want as long as you are wearing something. Okay, we end this poll. I asked you guys to vote quickly. And just as I thought, basically split 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 34% Saturday, 34% no preference, 30% Sunday. Just as I thought, exactly split. Well, I will say this right now. If it's a Saturday, the only free Saturday I have between now and the end of August is August 16. I'm not free on the 9th, the 23rd, or the 30th. Okay? So if it's a Saturday. If it's a Sunday, we have more options. I'm free on the 10th, but I think that's too short notice. I am free on the 17th and the 24th. So really, I'm looking at Saturday the 16th, Sunday the 17th, or Sunday the 24th. Those are my 3 options. August 16, 17, and 24. So maybe that's what I'll bring to Tuesday night stream is get you guys to help me finalize the date. But that's what I'm looking at. 16, 17, or 24 for some sort of park day. My guess, Gerald, is I would do daytime just so people, or maybe we start like mid to late afternoon and do it over dinner. I don't know yet. That feels better than trying to start too early. We got to give people time to get down there for sure. Sumo suits, whatever you want, Irvin, that's fine. Hello, Mark. Sumo suits and bring your own tortillas. This is sounding really like a really good party now. Harry, please. I'm just getting ideas right now. I plead with you, brother. Don't worry about this yet. That's what I don't know the answer. Okay. Thank you. I didn't mean to jump all over you there, but you ask questions that I don't have answers to, and then I'm trying to be very patient with you and with everyone. And maybe it's my fault for not coming as prepared as I want to be, but I don't know the answers to these questions. Okay, Harry? Thank you. Are we all hanging out as friends? Well, better than hanging out as enemies, Mark. Yes, we were kind of whittling down some preferences and some ideas. Alfred likes Sunday. Robbie likes the 17th to 24th. Let's get the party started. Imagine all the raw dono content video with mystery member who gets slapped. Shannon likes the 24th. Irvin is in Vernon on the 24th. No problem, Harry. I know it's because you care, not because, yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Thank you, Crad. Will all members who show up get a chance to play Slap Today with Clay? We could do that. One of our icebreakers. You guys really love this tortilla slap, don't you? You want to hang out as enemies. That's fine, Mark. And go, Canucks, go. All right, friends. That was a good show. Started off with us talking about Canucks goalie rankings. And it sounds like there's a lot of agreement within this community. I wasn't too far off in what you guys think, so that's pretty cool. And then it ended off with us trying to move towards a date. So I haven't heard anyone say that they couldn't make Sunday the 17th, because I heard a lot of no preference or Sunday. There were some votes for Saturday for sure. I've heard 24th would be better. I better not start doing this because there's always gonna be exceptions. Okay. You give me some food for thought. I will come on Tuesday with a decision, and don't sweat it. If you can't, I know you guys want to come, but if you can't come, it's fine. We will have other gatherings. We will have other opportunities to connect. So don't move heaven and earth just to come. But again, I'm not going to tell you what to do or what not to do. No problem, Neil. Enjoy your time in the Philippines. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks, Nat. Thanks, Coach Rob. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Tyler. And thank you, Sarah. And thanks to everyone else who's going to say, and thanks for that August 24th for Smiley as well. All right. Thanks, everyone. You guys are awesome. I'm awesome. We are all awesome. Thank you to my members of legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, you can like the video, you can subscribe, you can leave a donation. Thanks to my sponsors, Vanity Experts Real Estate, GassyJackArt.com, and Coach Patrick Lou, Weight Loss Coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond. Oh, I can see it here. So thanks. I could have highlighted it. Thanks to Irvin for the 2 donations. Appreciate you. And thanks to Canuck Clay for gifting 5 franchise memberships. Add it all up, and the winner of tonight's fictional leaderboard is Swervin Irvin with 675 points, followed by Fangirl with 450 and Alfred with 450, tied for second and third, or second. That means Gerald jumps up to the top 3 by virtue of that tie with 225 points. So don't forget, my next show is Tuesday night, and by then I will know what I'm doing for my much anticipated and highly debated CCC gathering for the summer. Thanks, friends. You guys are awesome. I'm awesome. We are all awesome. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. So I think I told you that earlier. Gail and I were. This isn't part of the joke, by the way. This is just a setup to it. Gail and I were building IKEA furniture for 3 hours, and if that's not a test of marriage, I don't know. I don't know what is. So hopefully we'll get to our next 25 years. But this is how I will tell it, tied in the joke. There are a couple of dumb moments. I put one of the handles on backwards. So Gail's like, how's Kayla supposed to open her wardrobe? And I said, you're right. So not the smartest move, which reminds me, it's like my mom always used to tell me when I grew up. This is like the longest lead up to a joke ever. You might not be the dumbest guy in the world, but you better hope that something doesn't happen to him. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.